Hi everyone, Alexa here from the blog, theduvallhomestead.com, and today I'm going to share with you our old world farmhouse Christmas home tour. Today I'm going to show you almost every room in the house. I'll show you the living room, the kitchen, the front porch, and our bedroom. We've been decorating for many weeks now here at Homestead. I love getting Christmas ready right before the actual day. We start well into November, but we just kind of add every week as we have time, and then once Christmas comes around, it's finally done, and so I couldn't wait to share it with you, and I hope you enjoy it. When you first walk into the house, there's kind of a long hallway that leads to the living room where the Christmas tree is, and then eventually the kitchen. And I have a little handmade wooden mirror that has some hooks on the bottom. This is just nice because guests can put their jackets on here or hats. I put a antique thrifted old sled. It's like a mini sled, and I just hung it here for decor. I found actually 2 thrifted items this Christmas that I was really excited about. I don't know if you ever go to thrift stores, but I don't always get a good deal on something or find what I'm looking for. But I did find a couple things this year that I'm excited to keep and add to my collection for years to come. And I actually am not someone who keeps a lot of things for Christmas year after year. I keep things that are reusable, like fake garland, for example, or candle holders, or these antiques. But I try not to have too many little pieces of decor just because I can't keep track of them. They get lost, they're too much work, and I get tired of them too. They don't really last. So that's my first antique that I'm going to show in this video, and there's another one coming in our bedroom that I'm really excited about. To the living room where the Christmas tree is, and this is our tree this year. We always cut down a fresh Christmas tree, although this year we actually got a pre-cut tree. We didn't cut one down because the ones that were pre-cut were actually nicer than the ones that we would have cut ourselves. We were preparing to cut one, but anyway. The tree is decorated nicely. We've got some lights on there. I put some ribbon this year, which is new. So every year when I decorate, I do kind of one or two stops at the store to buy decorations. My first stop is always Michael's because I'll pick up some ribbon, and then I don't know what I'm gonna do with that ribbon. Maybe it's even gonna be used for presents, but I'll put it around wreaths, around the door, around the Christmas tree, and I'll also buy a bunch of wrapping paper at Michael's. I like when the wrapping paper matches. It doesn't have to be perfect, but I like buying the same wrapping paper kind of theme for each year. And Michael's always has like the craft paper, which I really like. So yeah, I just wanted a really cozy fireplace scene. Normally I would take this basket away for the shot of our Christmas tree for my blog, but Summer loves to sleep in it right by the fire, our cat. So I left it there because that's actually what's there. So this is a very realistic home tour for you. The Mantel Garland is actually homemade. I made that myself with a special craft string used for the Mantel Garland. I also made the dried oranges myself. To do that, you just chop up an orange and put it in your oven at about 200 degrees. It's really easy, fun too, and it makes your whole house smell like oranges. I do have a tutorial on that and a video, so I'll link it below this video if you want to go check that out. Into the kitchen and dining area, we have a great room here, so it's all kind of one room. a really sweet little manger scene over here. This is one decoration that I will never throw out. The tablescape, I have a hand-sewn table runner, and I talked about this in my Christmas tablescape video I did a couple weeks ago. You can check that out, I'll leave a link below. But I basically just sewed some fabric that I got that was red, plaid, and Christmassy. In the kitchen, I just keep it really simple because there's not a whole lot of space to decorate, but I did put garland in the cabinets. I have some thrifted candle holders. I love these brass candle holders this year. I don't know if you've seen them, but they're old vintage brass candle holders, like what they used to use in the 18th century when there was no electricity. We'll go upstairs now. So I just put some fake garland on the rail here. Last year I did real garland here and it is a mess with all the pine needles, so I was happy to have found this fake garland. I think it was from a couple years ago. I added this little Christmas village. There's a random kind of shelf on our stairs in between the bottom half of the stairs and the top half of the stairs. And I thought it would be a perfect spot for a little Christmas village. Into our bedroom. I always keep things really simple and plain and minimal in our bedroom, but at Christmas time I think it's just so fun to have like stockings and maybe a wreath in the actual bedroom. It reminds me of when I was a kid. I used to, my parents would put stockings outside of our door, and Christmas is just a very magical time. So these lights behind me that you can see here are actually new. Well, they're old, but they're new to us. We just put these into the wall and we're really happy with them. They do have a cord that dangles down, but we really needed a light, and we had a few different lamps on either side of our bed before, and the cats really were fascinated with the lampshade, and they would go under the lampshade and end up knocking the lamp over, which woke us up several times during the night. So we were like, okay, we need a different light source. So I'm really happy with these, and so I'm just hanging some stockings underneath them right now. I'm thinking about painting them black, or at least the base of it black, and leaving the shade white, but I'm not sure yet. Pillowcases behind me that are red, I did sew these. This is the same fabric that I sewed the table runner, and that one piece of fabric, which I think I got 3 yards, lasted me the tree skirt, the table runner, and these 2 pillows. I do like to sew something new each season. I feel like it's a really economical way to decorate for the season. If all you did was buy some fabric and re-sew your pillowcases every few months, it really makes the room feel different. It makes it feel like, you know, you're ready for the new season, like winter or spring or summer, and you really didn't have to go buy anything. And I personally love coming up here and seeing, you know, our new pillowcases. Okay, this is the other item that I am really excited about that was thrifted. It's these vintage ice skates, and I think that they are so neat. I have been wanting a pair of old ice skates for a while to put in our Christmas decor and kind of have it every year. And I actually came across these without looking for them. I was just out shopping for Christmas presents for other people and found these. And they were like $20 for the 2 of them, and they're very heavy. They're actual ice skates. And they came with some faux Christmas greenery stuffed in them and some cinnamon sticks, so and they were wrapped in a bow. I was like, I don't need to do anything to these, they're perfect. So just so sweet, and I love the old look of it, the old world feel. So I'm putting those right above my little dresser where I keep just kind of my undergarments and some makeup, so that's perfect right there. I wanted to create a warm, cozy feel, so I just have my pillowcases here. I sewed these grain sack pillowcases a while ago, I think in the summertime. And then I added a red ticking stripe pillowcase kind of a faux green sack. And then I added a red plaid blanket, so really cozy. The garland that's around the bench is actually a real garland as well, and that was a gift. And so I'm really excited to have that. Anytime you have real greens in your house, it smells so good. And if you're watching this video and it's, you know, past the middle of December, you can go get greenery at like half the price. I was just at our hardware store last night and they have wreaths and garland and arrangements already marked down. And it's currently, as I'm filming this, December 16th. So if you can wait, if you don't mind waiting, you can get so many more greenery items because otherwise it can be really expensive. I also brought out our Santa Claus. You've got to have a Santa Claus somewhere in your house during Christmas time. I don't know why that's in my brain as a rule, but it just is. Like, it's gotta be somewhere. This year I put the Santa outside on the porch. Sometimes I have him in front of the fireplace, but he's just such a cute Santa. And I just put some fresh greenery in a little crock with some pine cones, and it just feels very wintry and cozy. It's been really rainy here, consistent rain, and I never like when it's rainy. I mean, I can enjoy a single rainy day, but when it's rainy over and over, it just gets really dreary and dark, and I'd rather have it be sunny and freezing cold or snowing than rainy and like 40 degrees. So I'm hoping that we get some snow, maybe even for Christmas. Everything would just be so much more magical. And I have a wreath on the front door, and I always string bells over the wreath on the front door. Can you guess why? Because the sound of the bells ringing every time the door opens and closes is just music to my ears. You gotta have bells. So I guess, to summarize, my Christmas to-do list, it's always to have fresh greenery, it's to have a Santa, and to have bells. And I would also add to that something homemade and lights, of course. Now, we did put up lights. We do put up lights on the outside of our house. I'm not showing those in this video, but maybe if you want to, I can go out and take a video when it stops raining. Well, thank you so much for watching this video of our Old World Farmhouse Christmas home tour. I hope you enjoyed it. If you are brand new to this channel, make sure you subscribe. Every week I post a new farm-to-table recipe and homemade natural living. Everything is just from scratch here and very simple and minimal, yet beautiful. And I share that every week on my YouTube channel and my Instagram and Facebook page, and of course over on the blog. So thank you so much for stopping by, and I will see you in the next video.